Lewis, baseline will pass. There's Walsh crashing. A nice job by Riley.
And if the zone is going to extend, you're going to have openings in the middle of the floor. Good movement with that.
Anthony Tark. Nice little bounce pass. Reverse layup. It's good there for Riley.
Now that's a good sign as Riley Walsh is able to finish a couple of opportunities in the paint from deep.
Diandre Wilson putting it up and good.
And that's a good sign for NJIT. He struggled mightily last time out against Florida Gulf Coast. Neither one has been able to get much done on the road.
Here's Tark for three and Moses. Anthony Tark.
And that's a good three because they get some penetration into the zone and kick it.
Trying to show something defensively. Good little give inside with a slam there by Tark.
And as they get so extended with that zone, you got to get into gaps. It started by Shaquan Gibbs.
Passing far and wide for three and bang! Diandre Wilson answering on the far side.
And again, it's Gibbs who gets himself into a good spot down in South Florida.
Well, Shondale Jones, who was in for the first time. Nice shot. The three-point play.
Now NJIT 4 of 5 from beyond the three-point line.
Here's Wilson. Underhanded layup. It falls in.
A nice finish to get by the defender. Even though Diandre missed the chippy at the rim, at least he stayed with it to come up with their starting 5 guys, none of whom, except for Sam's, who've had any experience. So they've got 4 newcomers in the starting lineup. Last couple of games, they've had 5.
NJIT, they've done a very good job keeping the basketball, just one turnover. And how about Mohamed Bendari, the 6'9" jersey seed who made him?
Hey, listen, he's got size and he can more uncomfortable. You know that they can cut him by hitting those threes, so you got to make sure that you make some yourself. That time Cooks continues his hot shooting.
There's Anthony Tark with it.
Make sure that you make some yourself. That time Cooks continues his hot shooting.
There's Anthony Tark with a takeaway. Tark now taking it to the house himself. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
Well, North Florida certainly scores the basketball, but you got to guard somebody right now. You got to start guarding somebody. You got to start showing some toughness. No toughness right there as Bendari just absolutely bodies in and knocks Horkler too deep in the...
Throwing up high, a big swat and a block there by Brinson.
And Brinson has been active here in this time in the first half. Offensive rebound, but instead bailed out.
It looks like there might be something slippery on the hands of the Ospreys. Layup nice and easy in for Shondale Jones. It's 40-14 now.
I'm not so sure I saw this.
Pulling up, and that's good. Therefore, Shaquan Gibbs.
And that's terrific offense, and that's sharing the basketball. Ball fake initially to get the defender in the air, and then Gibbs able to finish.
Gibbs after the nice shot now here on the rebound. Brinson with the slam.
And Riley Walsh put it right ahead. NJIT sharing the basketball, getting some easy ones. Post Abdul Lewis, and there's why. Lewis just powering through, as aggressive as I've seen him post for the basketball. And in the basketball in there.
Instead now looks for a teammate. There's Gibbs.
That's just great basketball, but it starts with him getting that low position, so now when you double in
tonight, I mean, it seems like everything is going their way, and Abdul Lewis just adds to it.
Yeah, they're getting shots at the paint in the lane. They're getting transition baskets. They're making threes. They're 6 of what. They've kept up the intensity on both ends of the floor. They've been really sharp.
That's a picture-perfect play there. Riley Walsh with the assist there by Abdul Lewis.
And 8 per game. That's best in the A-Sun. He's got that quick release and range.
There's Anthony Tark. And Anthony Tark continuing his. Cooks pulls up for the final shot. It falls in. North Florida. Desperation shot, maybe. 1 second. Gandea Rosa pulls. Maybe taking things possession by possession. Here's Wilson for 3. And Diandre Wilson now has really been settling in nice half here. North Florida's, they have got to find something to build momentum. But Diandre Wilson again and Moses.
And it doesn't matter if they're man or zone. NJIT moving the basket, but they have shared the basketball. A little bit different against a North Florida team than against Kane.
Riley Walsh.
Oh, wow. Well, no letdown. Whatever they said in the locker room, it's worked so. Nice pick and roll. And there's a strong finish again. Abdul Lewis has just been attacking the rim. And when he does that with
Innsbruck, Austria, getting his name into the stat line. And missed there by Tark. He's there with the second chance, but baseline, it's going North Florida's way. And that takes us to immediate. Calling the A-Sun a home next year. Nice little takeaway here, and now here's Tark. Bounce pass to Wilson, 4-3, bang!
Well, I like the way that Tark was unselfish. He got himself into the lane, but
getting some time here, and as you see a nice baseline jumper by Taj Price. And Rob, you know, obviously coaches never want to say they throw the white flag, but in this second half, up towards the glass, and Bendari is there to pick up Zach Cooks.
And again, Cooks turns the corner, but what does he do? Even though he misses a shot, he forces a defensive rotation. That allows
this by Greer. Now it'll be Cooks 4-3, and he's cooking up.
And another assist by Bendari on a nice kick out.
Matched up with Horkler, and Price right over Horkler. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, Price with a couple of pull-ups, taking advantage of some. But for Jones, you know, he's got to make sure that he plays within himself and keeps playing hard. He's played lots of minutes throughout the season, you know, with the 30.
Brinson pulling up and a little too strong, but there is Price. And you know what? Brinson misses. You would like to have seen him hit it, but Price had to be right where he was. Is not pleased. Here's Brinson with the one-handed slam. That might have came all the way from San Antonio.
Really came out in the second half and showed their maturity as Cackle Reese becomes the 11th Highlander to get in the scoring column as they go over 9.